guess what I got? I got the Rokot, Rokot, Ivan Braginets design, Bowler N690 blade, black G10 liner lock, black G10 suspended back spacer, deep carry pocket clip. Looks like you can go right or left hand. Take a look. Decent sized knife. Not bad. Of course, I tend to favor this larger knives until I actually have to carry it somewhere, and then I may get a smaller one depending on the occasion. But 3.75 inch, 97 millimeters, 8.25 overall though, which is pretty short overall length considering that kind of blade length, and 21 centimeters. How'd you do it, Ivan? How'd you make it that much blade into that short a distance overall? Half an inch, 12.6 millimeters. Blade stock, 3.6 millimeters, 0.142 of an inch. So pretty healthy blade stock on here. And it's a front flipper. Opening this knife, you got a lot of different options, which is really nice. There's your front flip. I mean, you can use this front flipper and flip it open, or you can, come up behind that. This is actually a blade stop, but it's like a thumb stud as well, and kick it open with your middle finger or use the thumb. Okay? And I got this knife. When I first got this knife in hand, something felt different than a lot of knives that I handle. There was something about it, and I couldn't quite put my finger on it until I put my finger on it, literally. But yeah, it feels solid. It doesn't feel unstable in any way. It really feels structural. It's not, contoured scales or anything like that. It's got good tactile qualities here with this G10. The design is nice, and they used all. I can almost touch the end of that blade, so they used all they could with that, and it flows, other than the intentional departure here of having this front flipper available. Okay, but you kick it open, you look at that flow, and that looks good. I like it. I like what he did there. So I message him back and forth. He lives in Ukraine, and he does a really good job. He's done so many knives. God, I don't know if I'd go down the litany, but he did the Kaiser Odin, and he's done a bunch for Real Steel. So, and this is nice, and I think the Lynx is coming soon, and that looks really nice, but that's going to be more expensive. That's their upper class stuff. This is their less expensive, so this is a whole rockin' $77 at White Mountain. But if you use the LTK discount code, then $7.70 comes off, so it's actually under $70 delivered. Not bad. N690s, not D2'd, not having to put up with the D2 burnout. And it's really quick over the detent. Look at that pocket clip. Nice. Have you noticed the hardware? That was one of the first things I noticed. It's like, holy moly. Those are not Torxes. So, but we will disassemble this. Look at that. I just couldn't figure out exactly what the deal was with this knife until I saw him. He posted this on his Instagram. And by the way, it's at ivan.b.knife. So follow him on Instagram. You can see his designs and stuff. Printed this off on the wrong piece of paper. But multi-row bearings. I think they widen it out. They give you more contact patch with that pivot. I think you can feel that, and it smooths things out. Yeah. And you can see how they've skeletonized the liners and everything. Very nice, actually, for a knife that you can get just a skosh under $70. That just feels good. That drop is nice. It's centered. No blade play or lock rock on this. You got a little bit of jimping here, and you can kind of slide up in here a little. So let's take a piece of paper out of here. Okay. That's really sharp. That's very, very sharp. Comes in a box, RS7641. It's the Rokot. We lost the T, I guess. Wow. Misprint. So here we go. Microfiber. And it's a structural box. It's really sound that way too. And here's the Rokot. And here it gives you your technical data, etc. So that's nice. They actually talk about the real knife that you're really buying instead of some generic insert. That's good. Pretty tough. Nice action. I haven't done anything to it. I haven't taken it apart, adjusted the pivot, nothing. And you probably need to watch it a little bit here because it could maybe roll around and bite you on the thumb. But yes, it's over the detent really, really quick. And you can see you don't see a stop in there. It's these right here. Steel on steel, you're good. Got this fuller that goes through here. But you can't get in there. I can't enough to flip it on that. But when you got these stops, they work just great. And look at them. Look at the design on them. That's pretty cool. I like the way it come together, and it's tough. Yeah, it feels tough. There's your lockup. Okay. detent, well, I don't want it real strong because it's a front flipper and you just don't want to have that problem. Okay, there it goes. Not very difficult. Okay, yeah. 4.5 on my detent scale, somewhere in there. Yeah, 4 to 4.5. Pretty light, and that's good because you got to do that. A lot of fidget factor in here. Easy to flick, thumb, finger, or front flip. Yeah, a lot of fidget factor. Good looking knife. Like the design. A lot of blade for the overall length, don't you think? And lay it down. Lay it on me, baby. 112 grams. Under 4 ounces. 3.75 inch blade, 8 inches overall, under 4 ounces. Where's my balance? Right there. Nice balance. This is nice. There's no hot spots on here. There's no gotchas. It's nicely finished. This right here, it kicks me right in here. And this is a little fold. So that's where that kind of sits when I'm holding it. So no, it doesn't present a hot spot the way my hands, contact it. And there you go. There's reverse grip, and that's comfortable well as well. So yeah, good, good, good. Like it. Yes, definitely. Of all the real steel knives I've had recently, God, this is one of the better ones, especially at this price range. I'm not talking about the Megalodon and all those things that were, $220. They were M390 or whatever. I'm talking about you get into the $50, $60 range, and this is absolutely one of my favorites. I think this is going to be very, very popular for them. Man, I'd love to see it come out in micarta. Would that be kick? That'd be great. Not sure how I feel about having screws here, and I think we're going to find out right now about that whole situation because I got one of these. let's figure it out. Obviously, I can't come in from the back. Okay, give it a little. I mean, I don't have the right size blade for this here. I'm okay for these, but not for this. So I'm pushing really hard to make sure I don't come out of there. Okay, it's turning. Okay, loosen it up a little. All right. I do have choices on this. Okay. And this. Looking at his illustration on disassembly, I kind of figured how this might come apart, by the way. There's your pocket clip screw. And here's these others. And, you know, he showed these long pins coming through here. Yeah, these are the tubes, actually. And there's the screw on the other side. Been nice if they, since you can't get in on this side, if the screws would have been over here and the tubes came back through, which I could probably do when I put it back together. See, these are going to come this way. Okay. See, I'm pulling this, and there comes the pocket clip. Had I pulled this screw out, then this pocket clip would have come the way it did. But yeah. So here's these three tubes that are coming through here. The screws come from the other side, like that. There's your back spacer. Obviously, this is skeletonized. Let's see if these are different size. Yeah, they're all the same. So who cares, right? There you go. There's for if you want to mount. Here's if you want to mount the pocket clip for left-hand carry. There you go. Because this is the presentation side here. Back spacer. Here's the tubes going through. Here's the multi-row bearings right there. And see, they didn't machine an area into the pivot. And I just took a knife apart not long ago, checking it out, and that's where the bearings were. They were machined in there, and they were not, there wasn't a machined area in the liner. So sometimes they do it here, sometimes they do it on the liner. Here we go. The rest of this comes out here on the back side. It's a D-shaped pivot, thank God, and it's all one piece. So that's good. And there's your multi-row bearings. So, yeah, all in all, pretty easy breezy. All right, we got all our pieces, parts here. Lock bar side, scales here. Lock bar side, liner. Right here, all lines up. And of course, D shape here to fit with that D shape pivot that goes through. And there's the pivot. Time to put the pivot through here. One piece tube, nice. There we go. 1.5 quarts of oil. And I just do that to infuriate a couple of people I know. And Here we go. This little set of bearings. So it's nice to have multi-row. What the heck? Oh, we need our back spacer in here. Get clip. Almost forgetting every damn thing. Okay. Pocket clip, then back spacer. Okay. Well, since I'm driving it from the back like this when I'm reassembling it, I'm going to push these tubes through from the back. What the hell? A little bit of a balancing act. I'm going to put this in here. Get this started. Then we can start putting these screws in. So I've switched the screws around. Coming in from the front side. So everything could be disassembled from the front. I think it makes more sense. Or at least it does to me. There we go. And let's get these tightened down. So I think we're all good in the neighborhood. Yeah, we're not quite there. Okay, let's get this flush here. We'll bring the balance from this side. And we're centered. We might have got a little strong on it. Well, no. No. Any play? Nope. No play at all. Yeah, goes together like a finely tuned machine. All right, now that I got it all kind of straightened around the way I like it, this screw comes out of here, one piece pivot there. That's fine. Screw, 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 the tubes from the back, and so I'm good that way. Next time, pop this all out straightforward and good to go. Actually, there you go, man. All right, I'm all good with that. Boy, nice drop on that thing. Nice drop. Like it. That's fidget friendly, that's for sure. All right, thank you so much. I'm going to let you guys go. Yeah, multi-row bearings, Bowler N690, full stainless, G10, great ergos, pretty damn light, just under 4 ounces, but a 3 3/4 inch blade. And now most of that's cutting edge too. Sharp out of the box. Thank you so much. Hey, you know what we do. We love them knives, so you guys stay sharp.